Hi everyone. Welcome to the session on communication and dissemination of warnings in a multi-hazard early warning system. In this session, we'll explore communication's crucial role in ensuring that early warnings reach the public and relevant stakeholders on time, ultimately saving lives and reducing damage. Here are 3 key objectives for the session on communication and dissemination of warnings in a multi-hazard early warning system. 1. Understand the key elements of effective communication in multi-hazard scenarios. Participants will explore the critical components of effective communication during multi-hazard events, including clarity, timeliness, and actionable messaging to ensure public understanding and compliance. 2. Learn to utilize multiple communication channels for effective warning dissemination. Participants will learn about the importance of using a multi-channel approach, such as broadcast media, digital platforms, and community networks, to ensure that warnings reach all segments of society, especially vulnerable populations. 3. Identify challenges and best practices in warning dissemination. Participants will analyze the challenges of warning dissemination, such as misinformation, infrastructure failure, and public fatigue, and discuss best practices to overcome these issues, ensuring the reliability and effectiveness of early warning systems. Communication is at the heart of an effective multi-hazard early warning system. Timely information can save lives by giving people the time they need to take protective action. Given the complexity of dealing with multiple hazards at once, communication must be clear to avoid confusion. It is equally important that the public trusts the warning system and that the message reaches all members of society, including the most vulnerable. Effective warning communication relies on several key components. First, the message must be clear and easy to understand, avoiding technical jargon. It should also be actionable, telling people exactly what steps to take to protect themselves. Timeliness is critical, as warnings must be issued as early as possible. Localization ensures that the message is relevant to the areas affected, and consistency helps avoid confusion by ensuring all communication is aligned and consistent. In a multi-hazard early warning system, it's essential to use multiple channels to ensure the message reaches everyone. Broadcast media, such as TV and radio, can quickly reach a wide audience. Digital platforms like social media and mobile apps provide real-time updates, while SMS alerts offer direct and urgent messaging to mobile users. In communities where access to digital platforms is limited, traditional methods like loudspeakers and sirens remain important. Engaging local networks, such as community leaders and NGOs, ensures the message reaches even the most remote or vulnerable populations. Technology plays a crucial role in the dissemination of warnings in a multi-hazard system. Geospatial tools, such as GIS and mapping systems, help deliver location-specific alerts, ensuring that only those affected by the hazard receive warnings. Automated systems using AI and machine learning can generate alerts based on real-time data, providing faster warnings. Mobile applications keep the public updated and allow them to report hazards in their area, creating a two-way communication channel. Satellite communication ensures warnings can still be disseminated even if traditional communication infrastructure is down during a disaster. It's essential that early warnings are inclusive and accessible to all members of society, especially vulnerable groups such as the elderly, people with disabilities, and non-native speakers. Messaging should be tailored to their needs, for example by using sign language, subtitles, or visual aids. Community outreach plays a key role in reaching marginalized populations, particularly those in remote areas. Providing warnings in multiple languages ensures that everyone can understand and act on the information. When managing communication for multiple hazards, it's important to prioritize the different risks and ensure that the public can distinguish between them. Warnings must be clear on which hazard requires immediate attention. Unified messaging across different agencies helps avoid confusion, while real-time updates keep the public informed as the situation changes. At the same time, it's important to avoid overwhelming people with too many warnings, as this can lead to information overload and reduced compliance. Public trust is essential for ensuring that people act on early warnings. Trust is built through consistent, transparent communication that demonstrates reliability over time. Creating a two-way communication channel where the public can provide feedback and report issues further enhances engagement. Public education campaigns are critical in raising awareness about the steps to take during different hazards. Finally, involving local communities in the planning and dissemination process helps increase compliance and ensures the message resonates at a grassroots level. Despite the importance of communication, several challenges can hinder effective dissemination. Misinformation and rumors can spread quickly, creating confusion and panic. Infrastructure failure, such as power outages or network breakdowns, can disrupt communication channels, especially during extreme weather. Language barriers pose another challenge in linguistically diverse regions, where warnings must be issued in multiple languages. Finally, frequent warnings can lead to warning fatigue, where the public becomes desensitized and less likely to take action. It is important to remember that risk communication is not a one-time task. They need to be reinforced regularly to ensure that people remain informed and prepared for potential hazards. There are three main reasons why this communication must be repeated consistently. People forget if a disaster hasn't occurred for some time, especially if several years pass without an event affecting them directly. People tend to forget the risks or may no longer take warnings seriously. People change, communities are constantly changing as new residents move in. These newcomers may not be familiar with the area's specific risks or the warning systems in place, making regular risk communication essential. People replace. As younger generations grow up, they may not carry the same memories of past disasters as the older generation, who may pass on. This transfer of knowledge must be deliberate, ensuring that each new generation understands the risks and how to respond effectively. In short, regular reinforcement of risk awareness and communication helps maintain a state of readiness across all demographics and prevents communities from becoming complacent or vulnerable over time. With that, we have finished the session on communication and dissemination. When you are ready, please move on to the next session of Module 2. Thank you very much for your attention.